My head shaking, my head shaking, my head. Ladies and gentlemen, it has finally happened. They have finally started dropping information on supposedly NBA 2K26. Now, y'all might be saying, like, Jay, man, you didn't even get to the intro, bro. We skipping the intro today, okay? Y'all know I appreciate everybody for love and support. Even the ones that don't rock with me, you still watch the video. I appreciate y'all coming through. But if you guys can't tell, I'm not in a good mood, okay? And it's simply because this information is exactly what I expected it to be, right? Now, I was live last night and I said all of these things about how microtransactions was going to ruin the game and things like that. And I told you, I said, I hope I'm wrong. But NBA 2K continues to just prove my point over and over and over again. First, they dropped the cover, which happened yesterday, if I'm correct. Okay, we all understand that Shai Alexander is the NBA 2K26 cover, right? The cover athlete, whatever you want to call it, right? But as we keep, if y'all want to see, a closer up to the cover, that's how it looks, right? So you got Shai on the cover. A lot of people were saying, it looked like AI made the cover, things like that. So a lot of people weren't happy about the cover, but I told y'all all of this stuff I don't really care about. That stuff don't amaze me. But what makes this off to a very bad start for this game, okay? This is a major problem. Standard edition, $70. I don't think they didn't hear me the first time, Jay, man. Did they hear you the second time, Jay? Did they hear you the first time, mid? $70. But that's not even the problem here. That's a part of the problem. NBA 2K26 for PS4. How many times do we have to go through this, y'all? Why do they continue to make current gen games, old gen, whatever you want to call it? Why do they keep making the game for multiple consoles? Why can't you just make one game? See, and I already told y'all, all of this stuff right here, it, like I said, it doesn't, it gets you pumped up. A lot of y'all are unhappy. And see, this goes back from when y'all were like, Jamin, you ain't dropped an NBA 2K26 wish list, bro. Like, we want to see what you want them to do in the game. And I said, yo, listen, I can make a wish list, but guess what? If I'm being real, this stuff is not going to happen because 2K don't care, bro. They're not going to make one game. They keep making multiple games, right? And then we see they have a Leave No Doubt edition, which is $135 for now. Then they have a Superstar edition, which has Mel on the cover. That's $100, right? And I told y'all, until they drop gameplay, which the way I look at this right here, they're not gonna like this game, bro. And I promise you, this is not somebody that's just trying to spread hate. I was on live stream last night and we was talking about this stuff. And I told you, I was like, yo, listen, I'm being real with y'all. I don't think the game gonna be good simply because microtransactions is what they care about. You see how they continue. We are in 2025 and we're still making games for PS4. What was the point of getting a PS5 if you're going to just make the game for either? I just don't understand. And I can tell you how I know gameplay probably not going to be good. They're not focused on one game, y'all. I keep trying to, this is why, like I said, every single time I was looking forward to GTA. Because now 2K can just BS around. That EA game that EA announced for college basketball is going to be here until 2028, unfortunately. So 2K is going to just keep doing this as long as they can do it, right? Now, we get to this right here. Well, what do you get? A triple threat park free agent pack. So I don't know about y'all, but guess what, y'all? Triple threat park, my team is back. Right? I don't know about y'all. I never played it. Okay. I told you I stopped playing my team for a reason. It's just the gameplay was absolutely terrible. It just became it's like Monopoly, bro. Right? 5 times series packs. You get a 2-hour XP coin. For my career, you get 25 6 type of skill boosts. You get 3 types of Gatorade boosts. You get the XP coins. So, and here's the reason why I'm reading this out to y'all, right? Because a lot of y'all we're like, I know how y'all are when it comes to the 2K community. Y'all want, when y'all say what y'all want in 2K, y'all want like basically something new. Like, we want to make things like fun again. We want to get back to the simple basketball. We're playing basketball. We have control. We're having fun. Not all of this XP coins, this season pass BS. Y'all don't care about that stuff. But guess what? That's back in NBA 2K26, right? So whatever you're playing for, whether it's seasons, it's literally what you just dealt with on 2K25, 2K24, 2K23. I told you how I feel about seasons. I don't like seasons, okay? And here we are, squad up in the city. Build a transcendent my player and climb the competitive ranks to reach NBA stardom and all new my career journey. Team up with friends in a stunning, streamlined city, earn recognition, and increase your rep, and battle rival squads for park supremacy. Are y'all doing this, y'all? So, and the reason why I just read that out loud, the city is back. Ladies and gentlemen, the thing that half of y'all didn't like, the stuff that has been dead for the last 2 to 3 years is back in the game. So how we talked about last night about all of those stores and items cost 25,000 for a hoodie, 10,000 for a beanie, 12,000 for an NBA jersey, that stuff will be returning in the city. And to make all of this out into one, what did I tell you guys, y'all? See, and I'm glad this is happening, right? And y'all be with J Med, like, nah, people still don't get the game. I don't know about you, my brother, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not on that new college game for a reason. And the reason why I'm not on that new college game, if you weren't in my live stream last night, is simply because I feel EA was lazy. I feel like it was copy and paste, just a new roster update. See what I'm saying? What I'm telling y'all is right here is I feel like NBA 2K26 is a roster update pretty much. What you just dealt with on NBA 2K25 because the city being back, you're bringing back the triple threat part from my team. What is everything that you're doing is copying and pasting is how I look at it. And you had so many people tell me I was complaining. No, I was telling you the truth. I told you guys microtransactions cooked this company. It ruined everything. Oh, Jamie, you didn't talk about how they had Spike Lee talking in that little trailer thing. And we also, by the way, I forgot to even throw this in there. Angel Reese, they're not separate. They're still separating the W mode instead of just putting men and female together. Now, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if you're allowed to be in the same park with the females. I don't know. But all I know is there is an Angel Reese edition. First of all, shout out to her. Congratulations to her, right? But I told y'all last night, I said, yo, listen, we don't want to separate the females and the males parks again because to me, I look at a W mode, y'all, like there's about 5% of the community that's going to play it. And now, if they're going to play it, they're going to be bored. It's not a knock to the WNBA. It's just even the female content creators in this community, they even know that mode is trash. They don't even play it, right? So I was saying, bro, just put the women and males together and just, it's a video game. You see what I'm saying? But it looks like the W mode is going to once again be separate, right? Into their own category once again. So I look at it like that's bad news. But guess what? What do we have that in 2K23, 2K24? You had that in 2K25. Tell me so far what has not been copy and pasted. Tell me. Well, bro, I mean, what do y'all want them to do, bro? Like y'all complain every year. Bro, make things simple. And this one I want to say, right? I told y'all before, I know y'all are not happy with the city, right? Y'all want to just get back to hooping and playing basketball. Y'all don't care about all of this extra stuff, this triple threat, my team stuff. Y'all don't care about that stuff. Y'all want to get on the game, play basketball, have control of your experience, right? But this information has been just so far, it's really been laughable to me because I can go back to all of my rants and I've said, bro, I don't think they care. That's not me being a hater. That's me telling you the truth. I don't think 2K cares anymore. Everything that I just showed you, that I just talked about, we've already seen it, y'all. And y'all don't like that. I told y'all last night. It's like for Christmas, right? You get a reward. Let's say you get a gift, right? You're always thankful for the gift. But let's say one of your homeboys got the same gift or one of your cousins got the same gift. Like I'm talking about the exact same thing. Now you're gonna be like, man, I wish I would have got a different color, or I don't want the same thing because it defeats the purpose of it supposed to being brand new. Of course, you're thankful that you got the gift, of course, but it now puts you in the mind of I don't want the same thing. And what 2K is doing, they're giving you guys the same experience. Jay, they didn't drop gameplay yet. And I told y'all, when they drop gameplay, y'all probably gonna be disappointed then. Do y'all see a demo coming out? If they just drop all this information, I'm pretty sure we're not getting a demo, okay? And by the way, Mike Wang still hasn't tweeted out. It's only been Ronnie 2K tweeting out, right? So all I'm telling y'all is when I make my videos, actually hear what I'll be saying. Don't just look at it like, man, this dude complaining. Listen to me because I told you guys this, right? But you still got people on there on the internet. Man, I don't care. I don't pre-order the game, Jay. I don't care what you talking about. I'm on that game. Hey, do what you gonna do. But what I want to say is this: when you play that game, don't hit me up on Twitter saying, "Yo, this is awful. This is terrible. I'm getting tired." Don't hit me up because remember this right here. Remember when I told you and I said, "Bro, listen, you're getting what this is right here. You're getting. You've already dealt with. You've already experienced this, right?" So don't act like, man, Jay, you got to make a video on this. This is brand new. No, you've already experienced the things they just said. The city is back. Seasons are returning. XP coins are back. Season passes have returned. Microtransactions, bro. We talked about last night, right? And I promise you I'm not crashing out. It's just the passion I have and the fact that you had so many people tell me I was complaining about the game, telling me you're just a hater, telling me you don't know what you're talking about. But all of these things I just said to you, you've already seen it in NBA 2K. Oh, you can get a 7-day early access playing NBA 2K26 at 9 a.m., right? August 29th. Bro, I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. 2K, this is their last. This to me, they're done. After this right here, it's over with. And I'm going to tell y'all why. GTA 6 is supposed to be coming out next year, right? We all going to be on GTA 6. Hopefully, right? Bro, this information not only is bad news, it's sad news because it's almost like when some of y'all gonna be like, well, bro, that's what 2K is. You see what I'm saying? It's like you expected failure. And I said before, every 2K next gen game so far has really been a failure. And this is why. Because they focus on things that has to do with microtransactions. They don't care about, hearing what y'all have to say. I told y'all, I hate seasons. Why do you hate seasons? You're just a hater. Well, maybe because the rewards they give you in seasons are pointless because they're going to give it to you for free when the game is over with. Have you never not thought of that? That's them lying to you, right? Not to mention, in seasons, they want you to buy items that, guess what? They're not rewarded. The items that they try to get you to get, they're going to give them away. So it's like you're wasting your time, your value, and money on something that they're giving away for free. Right? So you got SGA, Carmelo, and injuries are the cover athletes, right? 2K26 will be available for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series X, PS5. Why? I'm going to ask her this. And let me ask her this question real quick, right? Just a simple question. What could they possibly do for a current gen game? Could you imagine the experience on a current gen NBA 2K26? What could they possibly do to continuously, we got to make a current gen game? Do you see what I'm talking about? And Flat Reacts was right. He literally said, bro, this company, they only care about money. That's all they care about. They don't care about us having fun anymore, y'all. They don't. Look at, and it's sad that EA did the same thing with College Football 26. They copied and pasted it and said, we will give you high school moments. That is not brand new. You see what I'm saying? Some of these things, and this is what 2K does. They'll say something that you already had in the game before, make it a different color. Oh, this is brand new. It's not brand new. It's not. What you gonna do? Give them what, a gold go-kart now? Oh, what is it? Pre-order the game and get a gold go-kart. How many times you gonna use a go-kart? It's a basketball game. You ain't GTA, bro. But it's the fact that all of my rants I made, and you had so many people try to sit here and explain to me, Nah, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. That game gonna be good. Even people in my chat last night were saying, bro, nah, I think 2K26 is gonna be great. And I said, why? Right? Some of y'all are probably thinking, well, it can't get any worse. Not only has this gotten worse, in my opinion, it just shows they don't care, y'all. It shows 2Ks to the point to where they don't care on how you feel, on how I feel, on how the community feels. All they care about is money. That's all they care about, right? Because look at how much effort and information they give you on my team. So you give us the information on my team saying you can get this, all of this, right? But for the my player, they don't really say much. They tell you the city is back, and they had Spike Lee doing some introduction. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't even think Spike Lee can save NBA 2K26. I know what you're gonna say with Jay, but you said multiple times Spike Lee had one of the greatest storylines in NBA 2K history. He did. NBA 2K16's My Career storyline was just a movie. It was phenomenal. It was excellent, bro. It actually meant something. If you actually played it, it actually like, that's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a true story, but it was sad, right? But another thing with NBA 2K16, it was more simple. It was about basketball. It was about having your my player become a superstar. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't, you know, hey man, we got these season passes. If you want to get your build to 99, this like bro, it wasn't just pay to win, is what I'm saying. You actually could feel like you're playing the game and getting rewarded not only by gameplay, but by the events they had. I think 2K16 was the first year they actually was showing like the jetpack or the tiger or something like that. And guess how many times 2K has reused that stuff, right? But these games right here, bro, I don't think Spike Lee can save this. I don't. I really don't. I don't know why 2K is bringing back seasons. It is pointless to bring it back. The fact that they're bringing that back just shows you y'all don't have to get like the season rewards. We're gonna put it in the game anyway because people are gonna buy the season pass and we're gonna make more money. Knowing 2K's not broke, nor are they a poor company. They just only care about that stuff. That's what I said. Some of y'all are lucky that I'm a part of this community because I'm gonna say things that some of y'all are afraid to say, right? Like how they only care about money and how they only care about, my team and stuff now. Notice that they care more about my team now instead of your my player. And I'm gonna take a bold guess on this, right? And I might be right, y'all. You know how like the W mode is like still separate from the my players and whatnot. How much I want to you know how like they have a W mode, right? I can guarantee y'all this, and I hope I'm wrong. Watch they try to make a my team mode in the WNBA mode. Watch. Hear what I just said, okay? They're like, nah, Jay, you onto something. Hold on, no. Listen to what I'm just saying. Watch they try to make a my team mode for the W mode. Watch. Maybe that'll get y'all attention to wake up and realize, bro, they only care about money. And the reason why I say they might do that is because they're in their mind, why not? People that play my team was spending money. I guarantee if people play the W mode, they're gonna try to get people to just spend money on a my team W mode. When we don't, nobody asks for that, and you don't need it. Now y'all may be like, Jay, man, you giving them ideas, bro. The game is already finished, in my opinion. If they was gonna put it in the game, I mean, bro, they was like the game's already, in my opinion, 2K26 is already finished. Unfortunately, right? I think it's pop, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's over with, right? No matter what, and I'm gonna say this by the way too. All of y'all that's like, I don't care, but I'm still gonna put it. Hear what I'm about to say. I hope this grabs your attention. In a few days, whether it's Mike Wang or Ronnie, they're gonna start saying all of this stuff about there's gonna be all of these animations and all of this stuff. Dog, don't be fooled because guess what? You've heard the same stuff every year until you play that game. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is this. When they tell you, oh, we have this animation, we got more, you don't have to unlock these animations, things like that. Until you play the game, it should not get you excited. I don't know why some of y'all be sitting here getting excited when the information, they say the same stuff every year. Until you play the game or until you see gameplay. That's a better way of saying it. Until you see gameplay, You shouldn't be, yeah, I'm pre-ordering the game. You shouldn't be, until you see gameplay. Because everything that we just covered was told to us on NBA 2K25. And we see how the gameplay is, right? Slow, clunky, boring. Just no, there's no reason to play the game really, unless you're just super bored, right? So just think about everything that I'm saying. All of y'all, man, I'm on that game. I don't care what you, hey, listen, that's your opinion. Go for it. That's your money. That's your time. That's your value, not mine. But don't hit me up on the internet begging me to make a video about, man, Jay, this game got this going on with it. I don't want to hear about it. Just like how you got people hitting me up right now on EA COD Football 26 saying the road to glory mode is just a struggle. It feels like like you're working a job. I told y'all, bro. I told y'all how I felt about Road to Glory, and it looks like so far I was right. Not only was 2K lazy with it, but it gets outdated. Once you get your player to college, it's going to be very just boring because all you're doing is playing games. It just gets played out. That is why I said EA should have just gave us the multiple positions and the full high school games, because at least you can make more than one player at different positions and get a different experience at a different position, not just the same positions you just gave us on the previous game, but you sprinkle high school moments. No, that's going to get played out. And some of y'all have, now that you've played the game, you've realized, oh man, this game is boring. Like I done outplayed it. That's why I told y'all that stuff. Now with 2K, they're doing exactly what they've been doing ever since Next Gen was announced. They announced the cover athlete. They announced that you could pre-order the game. They announced all of this stuff. They announced the city, all of this BS is back in the game. And some of y'all are still over here getting excited. You're still getting excited like we're getting brand new things. What about that I just read to y'all was brand new? Tell me. Nothing. Nothing was brand new that I just read off to y'all, except for the cover athletes. That's it. That was the only brand. When I tell y'all this is a horrible start to NBA 2K26, this is sad, y'all. This is pathetic. And like I said, some of y'all already had a feeling like, hey, brother, well, this 2K, that's what they're going to do. It was never like that, okay? 2K, it used to be like waiting for Christmas. You see what I'm saying? It used to be like, remember how like as a child, or even some of y'all that probably are still kids, y'all might be like, man, I can't wait till it's Christmas Eve. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you had that feeling like, I can't wait. 2K, bro, it's like, man, just get it over with. Go ahead and drop the information. We don't care anymore because we've already heard this stuff that you are telling us. I don't care. I don't want to hear about no rumors or no, bro, I heard rumors are the gameplay gonna be like, I don't want to hear it. Heard it every single time. It should be the final straw, y'all. Some of y'all should be sick of this. Go look at my live stream last night and look when we went to those stores. Look at the prices of those items in that store, in the so-called city that's returning. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick of it, okay? So before you make your decision, just be mindful of the things that you're making a decision on. Don't just, well, it's 2K26, it's a brand new game, I'm gonna get it. Like, no. Because I'm being honest with y'all, I feel like they're like robbing you guys. Like, no, seriously, it's like they're robbing y'all. Everything I read off to y'all, you already heard about it. You already experienced it. Y'all don't like seasons. I don't like seasons. Well, I like seasons because you can buy things. What you talking about buy things? Buy things that they're going to give away for free? Let's have that conversation. But when it's time to have a conversation, nobody want to do that. When I have my podcast and invite people to speak up, nobody want to do that. Nobody ever want to come here and have a conversation with me because they can't provide no type of factual information. But the information I just read off to you was factual. The information I just read to you, you already knew what was going on. But you still got people, and I mean what I say, do not hit me up if you're on that game and your experience is literally what you've already experienced. I hope the gameplay is good. I hope it is. I told y'all this. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the gameplay is not bad. I hope it's good. I hope you have control. I hope there's no RNG, all of that stuff, right? But this is NBA 2K we're talking here. And clearly what they just told you guys was, hey, we're copying and pasting everything we just had in 2K25, and we might make some small gameplay changes. So let me ask you guys this. When you're playing the game, right, what is going to keep you guys on this game if you do get 2K26? What is going to keep you playing? If they just told you City is back, Seasons are back, all of this stuff is back, what is going to keep you playing this game? Tell me. If you don't know, then why are you pre-ordering the game? It's a new game. I just told you this. Just because it's a new game, don't mean the things I just read off to y'all. Hear me. And the reason why I'm going back and saying what I'm saying is because y'all are not understanding what I'm saying. Maybe some of y'all are, but you guys, people, they still not gonna get it. If everything I just told you, you've dealt with on the previous 2Ks, why are you just, I'm pre-ordering the game? Wake up! These guys don't care no more, bro. Like, seriously. Seriously, they don't care. And that's why I feel like so far, everything that I told you, I've been right. I have been right, bro. 2K only cares about money. They only care about getting you guys to spend. They don't care about y'all having fun. They don't. They don't. We are in 2025, and these people are still in that whatever headquarters of 2K. Yeah, let's still keep making current gen games. 2K makes so much money. Yeah, let's keep making current gen games. It's 2025. We don't need to make just one game. Are you serious? That is why I have no hope in gameplay. That right there alone. You're still making current gen games in 2025. So when you ask me, Jay, how you feel about gameplay? I have no hope. They're not focused on one game. They're still focused on multiple. And you know what's sad? Madden has done the same thing. Instead of Madden just focusing on one game, they have made multiple. And what happens to Madden? It's in the same situation, the same category as the NBA 2K franchise. It's like they both killed themselves off. You know what I'm saying? They both destroyed their own, not only communities, but games because they lost focus on what made people want to play, which was the sports. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at this game and this information, I tell you guys, it's time to look in the mirror, y'all. It's time to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what game are you honestly playing? Seriously, it's time to ask yourself, what game are you honestly playing? Because I don't think it's a brand new game, if you ask me. I think it's a game you already played before. But they just had a little sprinkles on the top of it, right? Let's add some sprinkles, a little seasoning. They can't tell the difference, right? But off the information alone we just read off, we already had that experience. So I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I don't know if we're getting more information, but I would have guessed, because I'm pretty sure the 2K League, not the 2K League, but the Summer League starts tomorrow. So when the 2K League, I keep saying the 2K League, when the Summer League starts tomorrow, which is on the 10th, they're going to start seeing more information, probably more images and things like that. And by the way, 2K has already dropped some images of NBA 2K26. It looks nothing different than NBA 2K25. That's not me joking with y'all. That's me being honest with y'all. Go look at the images that they posted. It looks exactly the same. And that is the problem. When you want a new game, you don't want it to look the same. But it is. And that's what they've been doing. Right? Now let me go on my phone and see if I see any more information real quick, and I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. I'm just disappointed. I'm not really even disappointed. It's like, well, I told you guys. We have breaking news. Badge Plug goes on Twitter, aka Wadge Plug. He's just not complaining or anything, but just letting y'all know I wasn't invited to any 2K26 events. You want to know why that's the case? Because Badge Plug keeps it real. That is why I rock with Badge Plug. He is going to be honest, and he's not going to sugarcoat nothing. Shout out to Badge Plug, bro. Y'all make sure I go sub to his channel and follow him on Twitter, bro. Right? Badge, you don't need to go to the event because all 2K wants to do is just people to cap and be, hey man, it's gonna be. They did that last year. Hey, bro, it's the greatest 2K. I promise y'all. Y'all gotta get this game, bro. You're crazy if you don't cop this game. It is so amazing, right? And then when the game drops, it's like, what the hell was y'all talking about? What game was you playing? Did you play a different game at Community Day? Because I don't understand what you're talking about. Your player is running all of these type of spins. You can't catch a basketball. You're telling me this is a great basketball game? What are we talking about? You're moving in slow motion. What are we talking about? Right? Let me see if I see any more information real quick, y'all. And I'm going to get up out of here. All right. So, City and Seasons are back. Glock 19 posted that. Exactly. Nobody wanted that back. And if you did, please put in the comment section why. Don't just say, bro, I wanted it back. Explain why. Give me some details and information. If you can't do that, there's no point in having a conversation. You see what I'm saying? Like having a conversation, you have to provide some type of information. Don't just say, I wanted it back. Just give me information why. So I'm telling y'all, nobody wanted that back. Nobody did. Let me see here. Y'all. A recap of Me 2K26 news. The city is back. There will be a PS4 and Xbox One version. You have to pay more to get the game 7 days early. How greedy is that, bro? You have to pay more to get the game 7 days early. How much money does 2K need, right? There's no league pass with the $150 edition, but it gives 135,000 VC. Seasons and passes are also back. Judgment is yours to make. Shout out to the Intel. You know what I'm saying? He was, keeping up with the rumors and information. Shout out to him. I'm telling y'all, bro, this is just a bad start, y'all. It's a bad start. I'm not crashing out. It's just this game used to mean something. This game used to be able to change people's lives, and it has now became a just disappointment. Your expectation of failure has been just a resume for 2K now. And you can't even have like, oh, that's just being negative because the things we just talked about, we've already had. So how is that just being negative when everything they just told us we already had in the previous 2K? Not only is it a sign of laziness, it just shows you they just don't care, bro. So, like I said, we'll see what happens going forward. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. So, like I said, I'm gonna try to keep you updated with this information. I will be dropping a part 2 to the vlog when I was in Florida. The reason why I haven't dropped the part 2 yet is because I've been trying to cover this information, get this out there, so I'm not behind on dropping this information. I wanted to be on track and page with this stuff. So yeah, like I said, y'all make sure you hit the like, subscribe button for your boy J Mid. Even if you don't, I appreciate you tuning into the video. Glove Motion all 2025. And let's get this bread, y'all. We out, man. We gone. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Y'all, stay hydrated. And we out. J Mid signing out. We gone.